What's going on, car family? I'm Ben Wayne. Thank you for joining me in another video. Today we are at Bentley Atlanta and we're here to take a look at the exclusive 2019 Bentley Bentayga V8 design series. Now, we've seen a couple videos on the Bentayga in general, and this design series just really sets itself apart from all the other Bentaygas on the market. The overall purpose of the design series is to highlight the Bentayga's sporty characteristics. So this particular Bentayga has been finished in a magnetic paintwork, and the interior is finished in a beautiful beluga black leather with pillar box red accents, really taking the overall design characteristics of the Bentayga to the next level. So today, we're gonna check out the exterior and interior details of this design series, see what sets it apart from the general Bentaygas out on the market, and see how this ride has been engineered for excellence. Starting off the video by talking about the side profile of the design series, you're gonna notice some minor changes that create an overall drastic effect, setting the design series apart from the standard Bentayga. For example, your side sills going around the windows, and then on the bottom of the door, these accents are now finished in gloss black as opposed to the chrome, giving the Bentayga design series a more aggressive appeal than the standard Bentayga. The design series comes standard with these 22-inch Mulliner spec Paragon wheels. So they have this diamond design going around it and it just looks fantastic. Now they hide the massive brake rotors and brake calipers as well. Now, one thing to note about these wheels that makes them truly special is that the B remains upright while the car is in motion, and it just really provides a dramatic effect when you see this car on the street. Now, another thing I want to make note of, you'll notice the B has gold accents, and that's special for this year to celebrate Bentley from 1919 to 2019. So this is a centenary model. All 2019 Bentley vehicles are centenary models, and you'll notice gold accents throughout the vehicles. Coming back over to the doors, you'll notice they feature a chrome enamel badge that says Design Series. So it's little details like that that help set these cars apart. Now, I mentioned this was a centenary model, so if I open the door, you'll notice the lights on the bottom of the door also have the Bentley badge with the gold accents. That's a really nice touch. Taking a look at the front of this design series Bentayga, one of the things you're gonna notice is another subtle cue. This accent going around the headlamps is finished in a gloss black as opposed to chrome, and that really just helps provide the design series with a more menacing appeal. You also have a gloss black matrix grille, and again, that special gold accented badge. Now, coming lower, you have an additional grille work, and then of course, a body colored front bumper. Taking a look at the rear, we have additional black accents that are typically chrome going around the tail lamps as well. Now, I love the details of the tail lamps. They have a B that illuminates for Bentley, so there's no mistaking what this car is. Coming further down, you'll notice your exhaust tips have been finished in black as well, and they also feature a figure 8 design, giving you that hint that this is a Bentley Bentayga V8 model instead of a W12. Now, the interior of this design series just really takes it to another level. When compared to a traditional Bentayga, this definitely looks like it's geared towards a younger crowd. I really love the beluga black leather with the pillar box red accents. It's just really outstanding. So starting at the top of the dash, you have that black leather, you have gloss piano black veneer, but your clock is finished in mother of pearl, and it looks outstanding. That is just another finish that just jumps out at you with the mother of pearl and diamonds for numbers. That's just insane. Coming further down, you have your infotainment system, and then in the center console, you have those pillar box red accents we just mentioned, more piano black veneer. Now, if you look at your gear selector, you'll notice the button on the top is finished with those gold accents because this is a centenary edition. So again, I really love the details of this vehicle. One of my favorite features about the design series interior by far are these seats. Now, they feature that black beluga leather, but your seat inserts coordinate with that pillar box red secondary hide. So I love how it's not too much red, but it's definitely there. Now, of course, your seats feature the 3 levels of heating and cooling, and on the top portion of the seat, again, that smooth beluga hide with the design series embroidery and the accent hide as well. The seats overall in general are just spectacular. This is a Bentley, so you know it's going to be comfortable. This is definitely a vehicle that you can enjoy taking a long road trip in. Now, I mentioned that the seats were one of my favorite features of the interior. Another favorite for me is this beautiful carbon fiber weave Bentley has incorporated into the dash. It features this complex diamond pattern, and it really just pops out at you with this gloss finish. It just really looks nice. So all the materials have come together extremely well in this vehicle. So let's go ahead and take this Bentley Bentayga V8 design series for a spin and really get an idea of how it feels on the road. All right, so we've started the driving portion of the video, and I must say this car rides like we're driving on glass. It is insanely smooth.
On air, it's quiet. I want it. I would trade in mine, as you guys know. I mean, I would keep her, but we all know I love the Bentayga.
And as you can see, Aisha has joined us for the driving portion of the video because this is one of her favorite cars, so she just had to come along for a ride.
And I just so happen to be matching the car too.
Matching the car, on point.
Yep.
So this interior is spectacular. What do you think?
I love it. You got your beluga hides, your pillar box red, your carbon fiber on the dash. I love it.
The carbon fiber weave is truly amazing. I love the intricate detail that Bentley puts into their carbon fiber weaves on their interiors. There was a Bentley Mulsanne we reviewed several months ago. It was Kingfisher blue on the exterior, and it had a really intricate carbon fiber weave on the interior with Kingfisher blue accents in that. I'll drop a shot of that, but that car was spectacular, and so is this one.
Yeah.
So I really love the details, like the mother of pearl in the clock.
Yeah, that's, I've never seen that, ever.
It's next level.
Ever.
It really is. So I love the detail that they just put into these cars. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, this is a Bentayga V8. So it's powered by a 4-liter twin turbo V8. It's putting out 542 horsepower, 563 pound-foot of torque, 0 to 60 in just 4.5 seconds, doing an 8-speed automatic transmission. So you're really not missing a lot when it comes to comparing the V8 to the W12 model. As a matter of fact, I would say go for this one because one, a V8 is lighter up front, so that's less weight up front, so that's better weight distribution. And then two, this car has the same looks, but its starting price is $70,000 less than the Bentayga W12. So you're really getting the same amount of luxury. Your performance is a little less than what's in the W12, but you're not really going to miss it.
Yeah, I won't miss it.
So you're down for the V8.
Yeah, all of this. The design series, love it. What I did notice when I had opened the door was the light that is, you know.
The puddle lamps, yeah.
I really noticed it. And then I did notice something else that I have never seen before was the gold accents around the B. I noticed that it stood out from any of the other Bentaygas.
Right, because for 2019, Bentley is celebrating 100 years. So you're getting those gold accents on the gear selector and on the puddle lamps and on the badges on the exterior of the car because it's a centenary edition car. So all 2019 models are going to have this for the year 2019 only. So after this year, it's going back to the regular badge.
So I got to get my Bentayga this year.
You got to get the 2019 model.
I got to get the 2019.
Now, one thing you will notice is that the ride sensation on this car in the turns is incredibly flat, and that's thanks to Bentley's 48-volt active roll control system. So it keeps the car flat when taking high-speed corners, even though this is an extremely heavy vehicle. So it really just helps with the driving dynamics as well. But overall, it just feels like we're floating on a cloud, right?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. I mean,
it really
I keep
doesn't.
saying it. You know, here in Georgia, we have kind of all weather. We don't get, when we get snow, it's mainly like ice. So that's why I think I would need this car, you know, so that you could feel comfortable, you know, that I could do the off-roading, you know.
We've been through this before, okay? We went off-roading in a Bentayga one time, guys. All right, so this car can go off-road, but it's not the only car available in America that can go off-road.
But you would feel safe with me driving this and knowing that I would be able to get from point A to B in a snowstorm?
Nah, I'd also feel safe if you're driving a Volvo, too.
A Volvo? No.
I don't know what snowstorm you're anticipating, but...
The ice storms that we have here, you know?
Back to the car. So what do you think about the seats?
Oh, I did notice that it has the, goodness, what is it called?
The pillar box red?
No. So it has a side bolstering.
The side bolstering,
So
yeah.
just like how we turn, it's able to keep me in the center. So I did notice that it has that.
You got the
I
side
also
bolster.
feel like these seats kind of are extended for my legs. It doesn't feel unnatural. It feels very natural to have a seat like this. Maybe because I get like knee cramps for driving long distances.
Your knees get stiff and stuff like that, yeah.
So I feel like this needs to be a standard option in every vehicle now.
What do you think about the pillar box red inserts on the center of the seat? See how in the perforations it's red? I
noticed that. That's really, really cool. I've never seen anything like that.
So it's not too much red at one time, right?
Yeah, that's correct. I think what also could have been cool, instead of the perforated seats, with the diamond stitching would have been cool.
Diamond stitching would have been cool.
Because it would reflect the diamond stitch that's in the carbon fiber.
Right.
I kind of look for things like that in vehicles, like especially luxury vehicles, how they kind of take the design and where else they put it throughout the car.
Right.
Bentley does a very good job with doing that.
I know that typically they save some of the diamond stitching for the W12 model, so this is a V8, but I really think that the materials have been executed really well in this vehicle.
I feel like they did do it in small details, like for instance here in your cup holders, you have another little flat, like storage space here.
I never noticed that,
Yeah, they actually, they do it in small touches, like you have to catch it, and that's, just paying attention to the detail of what you're buying.
Yep.
So, overall I like it.
Alcantara on the headliner, didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it's smooth. It's a good Alcantara, actually. Smooth. I've felt quite a few now, and some of them, to be honest with you, feel a little cheap, if you know what I mean.
I agree.
This one feels pretty good.
It
feels
pretty
very
good.
thick.
Yeah.
I felt some that kind of feel thin, if you know what I mean. So.
You also have the deep pile floor mats. Speaking of thick, you got the deep pile floor mats with the pillar box red accents going around that. So I really love how the theme has been carried. You have red on the interior, but it's not too much red. Like everything doesn't have to be red, right?
Correct.
Let me just get on it one more time.
Don't overdo it.
Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts. Oh my.
Oh man, this car flies. So yes, with the V8 model, you're definitely not going to be missing a lot of that power because it is still there for a price that is much more affordable in the grand scheme of things.
We need to take this car and make a meme. Leaving from work, give you the power to get it.
Right. So we just wanted to do a quick driving portion, tell you guys a little bit how the car feels and how it rides. So thank you so much for joining us, Aisha, during this portion of the drive. And
you're not dropping me off.
This is shit.
No, I'm gonna keep on rolling.
All right.
Well, thank you for this portion.
Okay, so before we close out the video, what I want to do is give you guys a quick comparison of this design series Bentayga to a typical standard Bentayga, so you can see how drastic the difference is just between the paintwork and the interior.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a standard Bentayga W12, no special trim or anything. See how drastic of a difference it is compared to the design series we've been looking at. So again, you have this polished trim going around the windows and on the bottom of the doors, and then you have your standard wheels. So it really makes a dramatic difference. And then just the standard paint color. Now that magnetic paintwork we looked at on the design series just looks spectacular in my opinion. It has much more depth to it than this silver. But as you can see, all those small tweaks that you make to the design as far as the different finishes and the wheels transforms this car from this standard look to a much more sporty and aggressive appearance of that design series. That was a brief overview of this 2019 Bentley Bentayga V8 design series. If you find yourself interested in this car, please be sure to reach out to Bentley Atlanta. They'll be happy to help you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.